Hello everybody. I thought this week we would talk about cross stitch. It's something I said I would never do again after the late 90s, early 2000s when I got stuck on a very complicated Santa project of my own making. I combined a couple different patterns on an even weave, very small with a million colors. And it took me a long time of getting it done because I would work on it and then put it away. And then I got it out at Christmas time because it was a old world Santa. I'm telling you, it took better part of 20 years or more to get it done, if I want to be honest. I did like put away and forget about it for years. So, you may not want to count those years. But what was interesting is that before she passed away, one of our aunts, it's my husband's aunt, who I've known for many, many years, bought this quilt-related sampler at a thrift shop. It's so pink and blue. What year do you think it was made in? I keep looking at it, and I don't see a date or anything, but what I like is how each block is named. And it's all pink and blue with this oh so 1980s type of a wallpaper. So I'm going to take it out of this frame and I may make it into another type of a project. Like it says quilts at the top. It's got some of my favorite. Want to do a tree of life someday with the traditional sampler on there. Oh, so much fun. Let's sit back a little bit so you can see it all in one. So this got me thinking, I really do like the look of cross stitch. My daughter has done a lot of cross stitch recently, and I just was like, no, it's not for me, until I saw Lori Holt with the granny squares. Remember that last week? She has this amazing quilt pattern. You are the boss of your own quilt. I really, really like this. She says this all the time, and I really like how you are the boss of a whole lot of things in life, right? And I love this bright colors. I like even how she put rickrack around the outside. There's a lot of different types of finishing for this, and you can check out Fat Quarter Shop, and she shows how you can do this type of a finish. So you can find that this is a Lori Holt pattern. It's so Emma, and you can get it as a kit with all of these threads in a pack. A kit meaning you can buy the threads, you can buy this separate. They don't have it at all in one, but they do have lots of kits at Fat Quarter Shop, so I misspoke on that, sorry. But you can buy the thread pack. And I want to show you, because right now it is a You're the Boss stitch along. Now, if you look at the middle here, there's a free alphabet that you can download on Fat Quarter Shop. So you can make it say whatever you want. You're the boss of your own life. You're the boss of your project. Or you could take the words out of the center, and I downloaded another Lori Holt star pattern that is a PDF that is the same size, 24 count. Now, in a 14 count Aida, this is a 9.5 by a 5.8 inch project, and that's what I downloaded. That's what I purchased, is a 14 count Zweigert or Zweigert, either way, Aida cloth, and you can see how far I've got. So I've been working on this for over a week. Took me a while to get rolling with it, and I am not finished with the second block. And I even found a needle minder I had. This blue is I taped the edges with painter's tape, and from my hand quilting days, I even used this on my Santa project. This is a Q snap frame. It's made out of it looks like PVC pipe to me, but I'm going to show you what it looks like here. Yeah, one moment, please. Without the snap, there is your frame. I taped the edges that were cut And to prevent fraying, I put painter's tape on there. It's not super sticky. Some people use painter's tape. Some people will zigzag the edge. And then you have the snap. Works great for needlework. So this is how far I've gotten. It is a stitch along with Fat Quarter Shop and Lori Holt's pattern. You can choose different sized Aida cloth. And if you have all of the DMC threads, they're listed right on the back if you're already way into cross stitch. Super love it. This is something you can customize yourself. They're doing 2 blocks a week for the remainder of this particular stitch along. You know, stitch alongs are motivating, right? You and several other people are stitching, posting on social media, but you know, if it takes you longer, it takes you longer. That's how it usually is for me. I thought I'd talk about cross stitch this week. I didn't think I would ever get back into it, but I'll have to say it's very meditative and it's very fun, especially when your mind is tired. And I'm kind of in this long COVID recuperation phase since May when I got sick. So I've picked it up because it's safe to do. You know, quilting has a lot of sharp rotary blades and scissors and machines, and there's a lot of thinking involved, which sometimes can be hard. So this is the perfect project for somebody who maybe the other part is standing or sitting in, you know, a specific spot. I can sit in my easy chair, put my feet up, stitch a few minutes, put it down and pick it up. If you got a smaller frame, or if you did stitch in hand, this could be a very portable project too. Some people don't even put their cloth on a frame and just stitch. I've done it both ways, and there's benefits and drawbacks of both. So I'm trying this particular one so far with my old Q-snap frame. Now I know you can still buy them because I looked it up online. So that's what I'm working on. You know, embroidery is fun, and in doing freehand projects may be my next type of thing to do. But cross stitch, counted cross stitch, I really do enjoy. And I have a couple of other projects that Fat Quarter Shop has posted on FlossTube. I'll put a link to that in the description below. The other thing is I do have an affiliate link with Fat Quarter Shop. If you buy anything and use my affiliate link, it doesn't charge you anything, but it does help me a lot. Fat Quarter does not sponsor me in any way, except they did give me the pattern and the thread pack for this particular project. I want to be transparent about that, but they are not paying me to give positive reviews about this. I really like this particular pattern. I will give you a sneaky peek at looking at the directions. You can see are in color, and they're very easy to follow. The other part of it is that there is Cross Stitch University done by Fat Quarter Shop. So have you ever tried picking something up that you said you would never do again, only to find, now that I'm a little bit older and a little slower, I really like it. So keep an open mind and be curious. Be very open to trying new things as well as old things as new again, because like me, your tastes change over time, and my ability to sit still is a little bit easier now in my midlife than it was when I was younger. And when you have kids underfoot, it's counted cross stitch can be maybe a little more challenging. It was for me. So I just thought that would be a fun thing to talk about. Picking up something that you said you would never do again. I've got a couple of other ideas of projects I said I would never do again, and I might try them this fall. So anyway, if you're interested, check out Fat Quarter Shop. Put links in the description below for both the details on the stitch along as well as my affiliate link. If you choose to use it, that would help me out, and I do appreciate that. I also do a podcast, My Creative Corner 3. You'll see that audio podcast pop up every once in a while. And I do have a Ko-fi account if you'd like to support this channel, support me, support the podcast through the Ko-fi. So thanks everybody for watching. I really appreciate it. And let me know, are you a cross stitcher? Did you cross stitch back in the day when everything was pink and blue? Because I did. This is not my work. Remember, this was a secondhand shop find. Well, who can leave such beautiful work at a secondhand shop? And I'm going to take it out of this frame and upcycle it somehow. Maybe make it a pillow. Maybe I will reframe it with more modern fabric around the edge, or using some of Kimberly Jolly's finishing products with sticky boards. They're very cute. Have a wonderful week and be creative and keep your mind open and curious to things that you thought you would never try again.